Infernal greetings, infernal blessings to all. The left-hand path is the adversarial path. That in itself means that we are against mainstream religion, mainstream spiritual or spirituality, as people would call it. We're against the norm. We are that which would be considered the taboo. We would be considered that which is in the darkness, in the shadows. That's important to really grasp, because your work is predicated on your passion. Your passion for using the taboo, for using the adversarial current to change the reality of this human construct known as the Matrix. It is not a friendly path. It's not a social path. It's more solitary. But it is a path nonetheless that if you truly embrace and you truly give yourself to it, that you can literally change yourself. Literally change yourself. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Because some of our things are so buried deep inside of us that when it starts to surface, we tend to run, hide from that reality. You have to literally open yourself up to the abyss, deep within your subconscious, unconscious. You're going to confront your sexual hangups, which most of us have. I don't care how spiritual you are, how free you think you are, we all have them. Some point, some level, there is a hangup. But you have to be invested in this path. Excuse me. What I mean by invested is invest in yourself. Pretty much like a stockbroker will invest in stocks and passionately watch the stock market to buy, sell, or trade, because that is their sustenance. That's how you should invest in yourself. No price is too high if you're really serious about your transformation. You can't put a price on it. And if you still think that you're taking a class, you still haven't invested or invested in yourself yet. It's more than a class. It is an investment, excuse me. It is an investment in your progression, in your mastery, self-mastery, overcoming your programming, your conditioning, your trauma, your wounds, your habitual patterns, the mistakes you've made, the excuses you make or still making. You have to literally be vested in that with all of your passion and desire to see a greater you. So it's not a class that you're taking with myself, with Michael W. Ford, with E.A. Koetting, with V.K. Jehannam, with D.H. Thorne, with Brother Beniti. It's an investment in yourself. And nothing should stop you from investing in yourself. If you're getting rituals and you're getting results, you should be even more passionate about investing in yourself. It feels good to hear other people resonate with some of the things we've said in the past. The sister Blair, the sex demoness, as I like to call her, did a magnificent class on Sunday. Magnificent, but it is only for Patreon. And unfortunately, Patreon is for people who seriously want to invest in themselves. So I don't understand why there's so much problems consistently on a monthly basis when it comes to around this time of a month. It's almost like as if you're going to college and you're paying for 2-3 classes. Let's say you're doing 2 classes, about $3,000, but you're on a payment plan. But you have to take these classes if you want to get your degree so that you can move on to bigger and better things, let's say. Well, you would guarantee yourself of having a seat in that class and finishing the class to get your bachelor's, your master's, your whatever. You would take care of your payments. So if you're investing in yourself by true work, shadow work, mastering the Luciferian current, mastering vampirism, so on and so forth, then you should be passionate in working to secure your seat on a month-to-month basis. When you're paying $3,000, you go all out to pay for that class. Does not guarantee you anything. But when you are investing in yourself and working on transforming yourself, you could guarantee yourself something, that if you put in the work, you will get results. Because this path has a system that pretty much helps you tap in to your subconscious, deal with your programming, overcome that programming, deal with your conditioning, your habitual patterns, your trauma, your pains, your wounds, your hang-ups. It has a pattern, it has a system to help you overcome these things and empower yourself to be greater. Azazel did the work for many of you all this past class. The past class to now. But be consistent in your work and keep working to have a seat. You have to invest in yourself. That's the reality. On this path, no one's going to give you nothing for free. No one's going to give you anything. You have to earn your transformation. No one's going to just give you things. Not if they have gone years and years and busted their ass to get where they are today through initiations and different walks. They earned that. And you should earn your transformation. If you think Azazel was something, well, this class Saturday, Ahriman is going to really shake you up, because Ahriman is considered the creator or the creative force of darkness. It is considered the spark of darkness. And it is opening you to understanding evil speech, evil thought, and evil actions. But I bet you when you heard the word evil, you went back to a religious programming and said, "Oh, evil, oh, wrong." No. If you still think like that, if you're still associating it, that's a religious programming still there. And stop compartmentalizing things. Stop separating things. It's not my life and then the occult. Your life is the occult. There is no separation between the two. If I play sports, I'm still a left-hand path occultist and passionately can play sports and have left-hand path all in my heart, my mind, my spirit, and my soul. If I'm dancing, I'm not a dancer in the left-hand path. I am both because they are both me and they are all part of my life. My life does not compartmentalize these things and separate them. It lives it all as one reality. The reality I'm creating from going deep into the void, the creative energy source, the creative force that is within the black flame. And the void is that existence or non-existence where I begin to shape and mold this atomic existence from the subatomic realm. We're only a quarter through the Luciferian class. We still have 3/4 of the class to go. We are at the primal stage right now, dealing with more of the primordial forces and the different aspects of Lucifer. And Ahriman is a different aspect of Lucifer, albeit an ancient one and one of the primordial chaotic forces. The understanding, the philosophy is very similar. We're going to open it up so you can start understanding and living evil speech, evil thoughts, and evil actions. Confront yourself, confront your issues, and be consistent in your walk. You should not be struggling financially if you really truly are walking this path. There are some in the classes that I've taken that are finally starting to get it, that are financially starting to see it. They're starting to succeed. Why? Because they've done the work of the shadow. They've done the work in the dark. They went into the abyss and they started to tear down the obstacles and the blockages that are existing within their mind. And when that comes tumbling down, you naturally draw in abundance, prosperity, wealth. That naturally comes to you. There is no blockage anymore because you've done the work in the dark. You tapped in. We're getting to those levels of going deeper into that reality in our work, in our classes. Where now Ahriman is going to have his turn with you. And Ahriman might be a 2-3 class process because this is not something you just hit it and quit it. This is some intense work you're about to do. It's some sorcerous work. But to do that, it's a great understanding that comes with what does it mean to empower yourself? First of all, it's the power to have over self, your excuses, to overpower your excuses that you've been making for so long and don't allow these excuses to exist, to control you, and to defeat you. It's having power over your weaknesses and transforming those weaknesses into a strength. It's having the power to face the masks, the various masks I created and I wear, and tearing those masks down to see the real me. This is what the work is all about, but you have to be vested in it and you have to work it. Being that said, Saturday is the 5th Luciferian class. We're only a quarter of the way through. This Saturday, we're going to be dealing with Ahriman in the primal chaotic Luciferian current. Something occurred, I'm not sure, with Patreon, but the reality is you have till Friday to take care of signing back up and securing your seat. After Friday, I'm seriously considering shutting this class down and only working with those who are consistent and take care of their responsibilities. After this class, I'm seriously considering that going forward. Because if you invest in yourself, I don't see what the problem is. You should always be taking care of your responsibilities. And if you are responsible, your first responsibility is to yourself. Loving yourself and investing in yourself means I put a stock in myself and I want to see that stock mature where I can reap the rewards of it. But I have to be consistent. Because there's going to come a day where the class is going to be closed off and you're not going to be able to sign back up. And you're going to feel betrayed, angry, and mad that you can't continue. But that's because you're responsible for taking care of what you have to remain in the classes. So Friday, midnight is the last moment you have to sign yourself back up and continue the journey. It's only going to get more intense and more powerful results are coming. So Friday, people, Friday. All right, let's make this hot. Let's make this happen. Let's make this pop. I know y'all could do it. I seen the strength in y'all. I seen the potential in many of y'all. But you have to prove it to yourself. You have to prove it to yourself. Finances is not an excuse. Is not an object or an obstacle. Only a broke mindset would look at it as such. But if you look at any money or monetary gain, any monetary amount, if you look at it as an investment in yourself, you will see there's no price you can put to your transformation. Let's pop it, y'all. I would love to see all of y'all back in the class Saturday. Continue the beautiful vibe. Keep this growing and popping. After this Luciferian class, we're going to do some serious left-hand path sex magic. Blair primed you guys up, got y'all ready. Well, we're going to do the work in a left-hand path sex magic class. No, you don't need a partner. If you have one, great, but you don't need a partner because a lot of this work is on yourself, with yourself, or with some dark forces and energies. So all I'm going to say. But that's way down the line. We're only a quarter through the class. Let's keep this rolling, y'all. Some of y'all getting a lot of results and progression. Let's keep it rolling. All right? Infernal blessings, infernal greetings. Infernal blessings to all.